Hey everyone, Cash here, back with another video from Madden 15. Today we finish off the preseason here in Season 4 of our Connected franchise with the Detroit Lions. We went 1-1 in weeks 1 and 2. We made some cuts at the end of the last video. We have 2 more cuts to make yet this week. And heading into this week 3 game, we focus on the positions where the battles are the biggest. Quarterback, of course, a huge position. Tight end as well. Do we keep Brandon Pettigrew? And then D-tackle, Jai Lofton, Corin Reed battling it out for the last D-tackle spot. Now taking a deeper look at the QB competition for that third quarterback spot. Devalera Dotson having a actually very good preseason at 200 yards, a very good week 2 game, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Jeffrey Delgado, though, worst of all the 3 backups. He has only 31 pass completions percentage. Devalera Dotson 65, so he turned in a very good week 2, but still 2 more games to go. All 3 QBs, I would say, still kind of on a level pegging. They've all had their issues. We're going to be playing the Bears here in week 3 again, as we did last year. Don't know why they schedule us conference or divisional opponents in the preseason, but nonetheless at home here. And David Fales getting some work done, completes that long pass. Now the Bears 1st and goal from the 1, looking to cap this drive off as we're already in the 2nd quarter. And that pass going to be complete to Rhett Ellison, and they are in for the touchdown. So the Bears take a 7-0 lead. Now here come the Lions. Denard Robinson with the carry, and he will come close to a 1st down. We haven't seen much of the running game. We've actually kind of been focusing, even play calling, on the passing game, trying to see what these 3 backup QBs have to offer. As here you see Dotson completing that one to Calvin Johnson. The 1+ for Dotson, he has very good speed, so if he needs to get away from a rush, he can, as he shows there and here, as he's going to take off down the right side and will get knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. 23 yards rushing for him on 2 carries. Picking up most of it on that last carry. Now 3rd and goal, though, from the 4 at the 2-minute warning. Dotson scrambling out the right, and he's going to head for the end zone, diving in for the touchdown. So Dotson showing you his legs right there on that drive, as that is one big plus he has, as well as Jeffrey Delgado is a running QB as well. But Dotson also has a good arm, and here he's going to find a wide open Stanton, the rookie tight end, with the catch and the touchdown. His 1st career touchdown, as broken coverage there, and we get a score going into the half. We lead 14-7. Taking a look at the halftime stats, it is all Lions here except for time of possession. 106 yards passing, 60 yards rushing, and the Bears offense just a bit of a struggle there, 5.2 yards per play. Now the Lions coming out in the 2nd half. Dotson still in the game. We'll take him out midway through the 3rd quarter, but again, showing his strengths. Going to complete that one to Bryant as he gets away from the rush, completes that pass, as we now have a 3rd and 8 situation here. Dotson back to throw. He's going to step up, and he's on the move, takes a hit, takes a big hit, and he is going to be injured on the play. That is not what we want to see. And we're going to end up having to kick the field goal. 4th and 4. Rodriguez out for the kick, and he will connect right down the middle, as the field goal is good, and the Lions extend their lead to 17-7. And here we get bad news, as Dotson has broken ribs. That's what we lost Odell Beckham to last week, so I'm sure he will be out at least a couple weeks. So now an even bigger opportunity for Good to show off his skills. Jarvis Jones showing his off, his 2nd sack of the day there. Now sets up a very long 3rd and 17 for the Bears. And their backup going to get sacked here. Fumbles the ball. Taylor with the recovery. Can he get into the end zone? No, he will get tackled shortly after, down at the 13. But a big play for that Lions defense, picking up where they left off last year. Now 2nd and 8. Good in at QB. He's going to hit this to Treo Addison, the rookie, and he will find the end zone, walking in his 1st career touchdown as well. So many firsts in this one. The tight end, Stanton, gets his earlier. Now Addison with his 1st ever touchdown. And now the Bears with the ball, and they're going to make quick work of this drive. Junior Hemine with the catch, and he is down the field. No one in the secondary to stop him, and he will take that into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Bears cut into their deficit. It's now 24-14. Good going deep here on 3rd and 13, but it's going to fall incomplete. Good showing off that arm strength, but cannot complete that pass. His 1st incompletion. Out for the long field goal now, Rodriguez, 56 yards, and this one is just going to make it over the crossbar. The long kick from Rodriguez, did that just win him the kicking job? We'll see a little bit later on. 2nd and 8 now. Good back to throw another deep pass, and this one nearly caught. Baker drops the ball, and there is an injury on the play, and I can tell you that is good. And he dislocated his elbow. So at the 2-minute warning, the quarterback in the game was Sam Martin. We just had him handed off, and then we ended up having to punt. But now 2nd and 3 for the Bears, and this one going to be intercepted. McKenzie, the rookie, And his first career interception. Many firsts today. The rookie's coming up big in this game, but that one will all but put this game away. One more opportunity here. Cole out for the 59-yard field goal. Let's see if he has an opportunity to steal this kicking job. 59 yards, and that's going to be a yard or two too many. Can't fault him for that, though. 59 yards, very long field goal. He misses that one, and we are going to win 27-14. And after the game, we see Dotson out 4 weeks. Good, luckily, only out 1, so we'll have him back next week. Beckham's still out 3 weeks. But because of that, we have 2 cuts to make. We will also make a signing because we need another quarterback. But first, the cuts in Corin Reed, Jai Lofton. Decide to end up going with a younger guy here. We're going to keep Lofton. He actually has similar attributes to Reed, but a little bit younger, a little bit cheaper. So we will see Reed. And then for the kickers, Rodriguez, you see 4 for 4. Cole, even though that one was very long, he missed another one earlier in the preseason. So we're going to go with Rodriguez as our quarterback as we cut Timothy Cole. So because we can't really make any moves for the QBs, we're just going to leave them as they are. But because both are hurt, or at least one will be next week, we're going to go sign one in a second. And then our last cut, because we need to sign someone, we are going to go to the wide receivers. And Jeffrey Ferguson, we drafted him last year. He got hurt in the preseason. We put him on IR, so never actually played for the Lions. We're going to get rid of him, and then we are going to sign Ben Roethlisberger. I was surprised to see him in free agency to begin with, although I guess he regressed a little bit, but still out there. We're going to give him a shot, and now we move on to week 4, and we have a trade offer for Jeffrey Delgado, and you see here we have some third-rounders, some second-rounders actually, a wide receiver there randomly, but Tampa Bay, Buffalo offering second-round picks for Jeffrey Delgado. Now, in normal years, I probably might think about that, but since with how the timing works, this is probably going to be our last season for this franchise before Madden 16 comes out. I might take it if this was like year 1 or 2, because the second-round pick is a huge pick for the future, and as we see, Delgado not playing well in this preseason, but since it's the last one, we're probably going to hold on to that unless something horrible happens, then maybe we can trade him. At least we know that that interest is out there. But now getting into week 4, we're on the road in Green Bay, and we give Ben Roethlisberger the start here. We're just going to leave Stafford out just to make sure he doesn't get hurt, and Roethlisberger coming out slinging. Keyshawn Martin going to catch this one, as Roethlisberger's first pass will go for 23 yards. It's now 3rd and 4 here as Roethlisberger trying to keep the drive alive, and he is going to find Sherrod as he will fight the tackle off all the way down to the 10-yard line. Roethlisberger 3 of 4 on this drive for 62 yards. Like what I'm seeing so far, but now 1st and 10, empty backfield. Roethlisberger will throw, and this one, a poor throw. Does not see Clay Matthews just sitting there in that zone waiting for it. He picks him off, so our first drive comes up empty, and that would be all we would see from Ben Roethlisberger in that one. Now 3rd and 18 for the Packers, and they're going to complete this pass as Herring with the reception. Scott Tolzien with the 37-yard completion. Now 3rd and 3 from the 12, Tolzien. And what a quick drive from the Packers as they score, taking the lead 7-0. It's now 2nd and 17. Delgado in the game, and he is going to be sacked here. Could not get rid of it in time. Jenkins with his 2nd sack of the day. So it's now 2nd and 3. The Packers have already made it down the field, and from inside the 20, this pass will find the end zone, and just like that, the Packers are up 14-0 as this offense from the Packers looking very good. That's a little scary heading into the regular season, but last half minute of the first half, Delgado gonna throw here, looking to get something complete, but this will fall incomplete, nearly intercepted actually. So the Packers with a shot here at the end of the half, with 11 seconds to go. This one going to fall incomplete, but out comes the field goal unit for the Packers. Mason Crosby, a lot of wind in this game, so he's going to come out and he is going to nail this one. I'm not sure how long it was, but it was a very long field goal. So we're going to go into the half down 17-0. The offense has gotten nothing going since that first Roethlisberger drive. 60 yards pass, and that's all Ben Roethlisberger. 141 for the Packers. Every category going the Packers' way. They have almost double the time of possession. And as we begin the second half, the Packers with the ball again, and they are already in Lions territory. And it's going to be, I believe that is Joique Bell. He signed with the Packers in the offseason. He is going to find the end zone for the touchdown. And it is 24-0 Packers. This is not what we want to see in the last week of the preseason. In the game now is good, and this 3rd and 3 pass going to fall incomplete. He's 2 of 4 on the day. And now out for the field goal. Rodriguez looking for a long one himself, but we mishit it a little bit. I think that one would have been good. That was a very long field goal, but comes up empty, so still no points on the board for the Lions. And the Packers back in Lions territory from the 22. This one going to be complete. Kenyon Barner on the reception. You see Tolzien 17 of 19 for 215 yards. But now the Packers on the doorstep, 1st and goal from the 2, looking to cap this drive off. And Tolzien going to throw and find a wide open Powell. And this one is all Packers, 31-0. We're getting embarrassed here in week 4 of the preseason. Good play action here. Going to throw, finds an open Stanton, the rookie. And he will break 1 tackle, fighting off a couple more. Going to go down at the 30. The Lions just now passing 100 yards, passing in the 4th quarter. Fourier going to catch this one, fights off another tackle with a stiff arm, going to get pushed out at the 6. Can the Lions score here? We need to get some points on the board. 2nd and goal from the 2. Addison in the game looking for the end zone, but he will be stopped at the goal line. Actually stopped at the 2. He's got 22 yards on 4 carries, so now 3rd and goal. Good, looking for the end zone play action, but cannot get it away in time. He is going to be sacked by Cameron Bradford. And the Lions are forced to kick a field goal, and that's where this one would end, 31-3. A disappointing end of the preseason, but there is work to be done. We need 6 cuts here. So first up, QB Ben Roethlisberger. Thank you for the tryout, 35 years old. I think if we do have an injury, maybe if he's still out there, we could grab him later in the season, but we're going to cut him for now. And now looking at the final standings, Kerrigan 276, Dotson 346. 2 touchdowns apiece for both of them. Jeffrey Delgado ends up with a horrible preseason, 33% completion. Kerrigan 46 and Dotson 62. So actually a very good preseason for him. And then receiving stats, Dalton Stanton, the rookie, leads the team with 165. Baker with 121. Bryant and Sherrod, actually Sherrod was under 100, Bryant over 100. And then Brandon Pettigrew, just 1 catch for 7 yards. And then on defense, Trovon Thompson, the 2nd most tackles on the team. You see a lot of guys with tackles for loss. William Golston, 3 sacks. Devin Taylor leads the team with 6. Jarvis Jones with 5. A big preseason out of Jarvis Jones, the backup right side linebacker, and then a bunch of interceptions here. A couple of the rookies bringing 1 in. Darius Slay gets 1 as well. So now on to the cuts. 5 cuts now need to be made after the Roethlisberger cut. And with the battle of the corners, Marquise McKenzie, Addison Birch, I'm going to end up cutting the rookie purely and mostly because Birch is a speedster. I think he has something like 97 acceleration, 94 speed. So we decided to keep him. He's kind of been around a while, so we'll see if he can turn into something a little bit better. And then at tight end, Brandon Pettigrew, sorry, but you are going to be a casualty of that cap. Well, not even necessarily cap. He's the worst tight end. We drafted Stanton, a 1st-round grade out of him. He looks to be pretty darn good. He led the team in receiving. So Pettigrew hasn't really played much the last couple of years. He is going to be gone. And then Trejo Addison aside, I'm only going to keep 3 running backs. Addison, a pretty decent player actually from what I saw in the preseason, but he's just not going to crack that running back rotation unless there is an injury. But honestly, there's a lot of other running backs available in free agency, so he is going to be cut. And then at the QB position, we're not going to carry 4 QBs. Dotson is hurt, so we can't cut him, but actually it's going to be okay because in terms of the battle between him and Good, the undrafted rookie, I think Dotson won. 2 very different quarterbacks. Good, pure arm. He's got like 97 throwing power, but Dotson, the speed and the throwing ability, the combination, I think really worked. And then for our last cut, Ronald Powell, the right side linebacker, is going to go, just actually a pure depth guy, but no real reason to keep him. So we're going to get rid of him. So now we move on to the regular season. You see we're still getting trade offers for Delgado and Swanson. We'll keep an eye on those in case they get any better. But otherwise, we are now in season 4 of our connected franchise. Let's see if this Lions team can win another Super Bowl. I'll give you a look at the roster before we have our Week 1 game against the Panthers. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the team, if you think there's any other moves we should make. I think the team's pretty good, but as always, there's ways to make it better. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. But otherwise, that is going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.